Morning, guys. Just popping in just to give my 2 cents on Bitcoin here. I just wanted to say this structure is very, very familiar. I do think it's putting in a bottom here. Obviously, we longed ETH instead because we think ETH is going to outperform, but I do think Bitcoin's putting in a double bottom here, and it is going to start heading up. Now, what I found interesting is I was the first thing I saw when I woke up this morning. I was like, this whole Bitcoin structure seems very, very, very familiar. We've definitely seen this before, and it might not necessarily be a good thing. Obviously, it looks bullish here, so we're going to stay bullish. But um, it ties in with how alts have been acting as well. So alts have been pumping. Bitcoin's been trading sideways. I'm actually starting to lean towards this being a top. Um, Simply because of the way just it's looking after the parabolic advance. So we've had the parabolic advance. It's kind of like it's starting to break out of the parabola now. It's starting to drift down. If it was a triangle and it stayed up here and it kept making lower highs but higher, then the structure could have been saved. But now looking at Bitcoin here on the daily, the parabola is starting to look broken. So I'm starting to lean towards a corrective move up from here, in line with what we saw at the 2019 top. So obviously, I mean, to me, it looks fucking identical. Obviously, it might not play out this way. I'm just rattling on my thoughts here, but basically, we had an ABC. So we go A, B, C. We had an ABC here. It was A, B, C. Then we had an ABC up, A, B, C. The B came right down to the basically nearly invalidation, which is also what we're seeing here. So then this would look like an A, B, C. So this kind of broke out of that channel. I remember it very clearly. I always thought this was an ABC back in 2019, but then it broke out of this channel, and I thought, maybe it's a wave 3, and then it went up for a few more days and then turned and got wrecked. So I'm just going to have this as our roadmap, because I have a feeling Bitcoin could do the same thing here. It could grind up, could break out of this channel. Everyone will think, oh, hectic, Bitcoin's bullish again. Then it'll travel up for a few more days and then turn. Either way, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not the end of the world. But I just think it's very important for us to keep in the back of our mind in case this does break out of this channel and everyone turns around and goes, oh, it's mega bullish. Then we can at least say, well, hang on, we've seen this before. Maybe it's not bullish after all. But for now, I am bullish. I think Bitcoin is going to bounce from here. I think this is a double bottom of sorts. However, I just want to point out how absolutely eerily similar this structure is starting to look from the top at 14K in 2019. It looks almost identical to me. And yeah, maybe not such a good thing. So basically, for now, right here, I was earlier anticipating a triangle, but this price, like, it just doesn't look like one anymore. I don't think anyone could possibly call this some kind of triangle anymore. It's played out for too much time, and no longer looks like it can be one. But it does look like the structure from 2014. So if Bitcoin bottoms here and pumps, alts are going to fly. Back in 2019, when Bitcoin went up for this leg, alts flew. I think obviously ETH looks good, mid caps look good. I think so. So I'm starting to think we're going further down the risk chain now. And even while Bitcoin climbs from here, which could potentially be a 20 to 25% move. I think alts are going to do double that, maybe triple, depending on the alts. I think mid caps are just like the higher risk reward plays right now. ETH looks good. I like ETH, but I think the higher RR moves are going to be in the lower cap alts. Like 100 mil market cap alts, sort of that sort of ballpark range. And yeah, also, once this starts climbing up, a lot of channels are going to start getting drawn, and people are going to say it's breaking out of a channel if it does. But I just want to point out that it doesn't necessarily mean that it's bullish. I just yeah, it's just a very interesting scenario to have in the back of mind. Based on what happened in 2019, I'd say an invalidation for this and Bitcoin actually being mega bullish would be a break of 40.35. I think if we break that, then this sort of prior fractal or structure, whatever you want to call it, would be broken and invalid, and Bitcoin would undoubtedly be bullish. But that is the major high that needs to be broken. Anything underneath that can still be corrective. Even though I'm bullish from right here, right now, I think we can expect up to 20% move higher, but I'm not holding my breath for much more than that at this point, just based on how this price action has begun to unfold. Like I said, if it had started contracting earlier and it had made this ABC and immediately bounced up here and then failed to come anywhere near back close to this low, then I would say, yeah, the structure's still somewhat bullish, but it just keeps coming lower and lower, and I think the market's actually telling us now that Bitcoin is not actually macro bullish anymore. But we'll have to see. Obviously, never say never. Never, nothing's ever certain. But those are just my thoughts on the matter moving forward. And yeah, but cool. That's about it. Take it easy, guys.